Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Chief Lego Fanatic. I am your host, Evan. Today we're going to be building the Infinity Saga Thor's Hammer. Alright, this set just came out on March 1st. It's set number 76209. It's rated for 18 plus, 979 pieces, so a relatively small set, probably about 2 hours to build, and it's labeled or is named the Infinity Saga Thor's Hammer. As you can see, there's a really awesome picture on the front of the hammer set itself with lightning all around it. And then a little label plate with Mjolnir, and then a stand for the actual hammer itself to sit on. The back of the box, again, it shows the hammer itself, gives the dimensions. It is 18 inches tall and 11.6 inches wide. So about 1.5 feet tall and about 1 foot wide. It shows a picture of it being buried in the ground from the original Thor movie. It's got a little, it's kind of the, I don't know what to call it from the Thor movies, but like the hall on Asgard where they hold like the artifacts. There's a little Infinity Gauntlet. There's the space cube. Can't remember his name off the top of my, right off the top of my head. And then the flame that actually brings everything back to life. And it looks like there's a little storage compartment inside of the hammer itself. And then we do have a Thor minifigure. So let's get this opened up, see what's inside. Alright, so we have 5 bag sets. Obviously you can see Thor is here. It looks like this is the last little bit that all goes together. Some of these bag sets have multiple bags, obviously. Probably not surprising for a 900 piece set. Then there's also these Technics set bricks that are in a bag all on their own. As for instructions, probably about average for a 900 piece set. We have our inventory in the back. Looks like the base for the stand are pretty big pieces on their own. Shows it all being put together. Last thing we do is a little information plate. This is all the stand. The stand has a fair number of instructions just by itself. A little strap for Mjolnir. Building the actual hammer itself. I'm guessing that the first part of this is mostly going to be building the haft of the handle. See all this part. You see all the Technic bricks here is probably for the handle itself. Then we have just some information about Mjolnir itself, about designing it, about like the history of it from the Marvel movies, which is a little bit different from Marvel itself, or the Marvel comics, and then from the actual Viking or Asgardian history. So we have like the base of the haft in the middle of the hammer, the outsides of the hammer, the rest of the hammer, then the stand. And then we also have our little the little piece that hides inside of the hammer. All right, this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get in, so let's dive in. So you see this little piece here? This is where Lego can get a little bit repetitive, although it also makes sense as to why. So this thing, it took me all of about 30 seconds to build, but I have to build it 9 times. And then they just stack on top of one another to make part of the haft. So, oh well, here we go. Here we have all 9 of them. This is actually pretty much the entire half. You can see where this is the base. where the hammer will connect on top. So I think one of the reasons I got into building Lego when I was a kid was I've always been very like engineering minded. I work in engineering field now. You can see how they like this thing is eventually going to be a certain length, but they're offsetting how these are connected. See, like this is a piece, and this is another piece. This actually makes it structurally stronger. Unlike this one, where it's not connected all together yet, so just a little mishandling causes it to fall apart. But I think we're about to take care of that in this next step. Alright, now it's all connected together. We have one set of Technic on each side. This thing is not coming apart. So this is kind of frustrating. They have two bags of like, random parts that don't fit with the other bag sets, and one bag with nothing but Technic bricks. So you would think that you would be done. Like if it says use 20, probably using all of them. It turns out these 4 were in another bag. So now I'm gonna have to partially disassemble this. I should just be taking this one off. If I can put these others on here. It's just kind of annoying. I don't know why they wouldn't just put all of them in one bag. Now we have the entire half. Let's see where the hammer section is going to be on. Yeah, this is kind of another section where it's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Thankfully, it's just 2 copies of the same thing. So it goes by pretty quickly. Alright, here we have the end of the first 2 bag sets. Not too bad for not even a half hour building it. This actually used a couple hundred pieces, so. here we have the completed set. This stand is actually extremely well designed for actually holding the hammer up. See, it's actually pretty minimalist, but it holds it really well, especially, like I said, this thing isn't very heavy, or is pretty heavy. You can see it has a little nameplate over here on the side. It never shows you where you can put this inside of the hammer, so I think that all of the pictures on the website are just them taking off this plate and sticking it down in there. It's not actually designed for it. Yeah, even going back and looking at the box just shows two of the plates being taken off. Anyways, still a lot of fun. Took me a bit over an hour to put together. Definitely something nice to add to my collection. Otherwise, please make sure you link, subscribe, share, so on and so forth. Please leave comments, let me know what you think. I'm trying to work on my video style a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.